Okay, beautiful. Now, what I did, I have a medium-sized plantain, which I remove the skin, and I'm going to cut it up into a medium size, that I can blend it. All right, green plantain porridge. All right, this is some green plantain porridge. So that's the green plantain right here into the blender. And that's what you want to do. The first thing is get the plantain ready. All right, once you get the plantain ready, that is so amazing, guys, trust me. And I'm gonna walk you step-by-step recipe with this today. I got some oats which I have left over, but I'm gonna put roughly about 1, 2, roughly about 2.5 tablespoons of oats inside of it. All right, I'm using the spoon inside of it. Nice one. So once you put the oats inside of it, then what we're going to do, we're going to add some water to it. All right, we're going to add roughly about 2 cups of water, and I'm using cold water. All right, but the beautiful thing is we're going to have to make some nice. That's the beautiful thing. All right, so we're going to blend this right now. All right. Yeah, so we're gonna blend this up now. It's gonna take roughly about 3 to 4 minutes to blend, so it won't be long. Okay, let's blend. Beautiful. So I just blend it, very smooth and super nice, and that's the way it look when you blend it. Now we're gonna be showing you how to make this beautiful porridge. All right, it's gonna be fantastic and amazing. I got a medium-sized pot right here, and I'm gonna walk you through it. It's a step-by-step process, and I'm gonna show you how to make such a beautiful recipe today. So, medium-sized pot on the stove. I just boiled my kettle, so I'm gonna put roughly about 2.5 cups of water inside of it. Not too much water. Okay, you do not want to start it off with a lot of water. You want to try and have less water into the buckle. All right, that's the most important part. All right, nice one. So what we're going to do next, I'm going to get some bay leaf. All right, I'm gonna get some bay leaf right here. So 3 bay leaf into the pot. I don't know if you guys use bay leaf when you're making a porridge, but I tell you something, the bay leaf that's bringing a lovely incense inside of it. All right, and trust me, it's amazing when you put in the bay leaf inside of it. You're just bringing that. I got some coconut milk, and I'm gonna try and use this reduced coconut milk. It's less fat, so I don't know if you guys ever use this kind of coconut milk before, but this one is reduced coconut milk. We're gonna put a little bit inside of it. It's less fat into this one. That's why I like to use reduced coconut milk, because it doesn't got a lot of fat inside of it. It's reduced. Okay, fantastic. As you can see, the water is starting getting hot, and that's the beautiful thing. But what I'm gonna do, I'm going to add my mixture, which I just blend. I'm gonna add the mixture which I just blend to it. All right. So I'm just gonna add the mixture to it. All right, beautiful. So once you add the mixture, you need to get the whisk and keep whisking it like this. It's gonna get really thick up. All right. Yeah, it's gonna get like proper thick. So you just wanna keep whisking it until it get really thick. So it's cooking at the moment, but you will see how thick it is as you keep whisking it. So I'm gonna reduce the heat. All right, so as you can see, it's really thick at the moment. All right, and that's the way it's so thick. Now, the beautiful thing is when time is so thick, look at this now. I'm just gonna be using some whole milk and tone it down a little bit. All right, that means it's gonna less thick. All right, that's looking good. Let's add a little bit more milk. You don't have to use milk, you can use water. Chef Andre, good morning. Chef Andre, that thing is all the way for you, man. That cloves, all right? All right, look at that. So remember, check that place, all right? Chef Andre, beautiful. So you don't have to use a lot of milk, or you don't have to use water. You can use whatever you like to use. Almond milk, or you can use almond milk, or you can use whatever you like to use. You're welcome, man. All right, and that's looking perfect. Nice. So we just want to make this cook for a nice good 10 minutes the least, because I use hot water to cook it. So I'm just gonna put back a little bit more heat on it, rough about 6 or 7, to make it cook now. All right, as you can see, medium-sized heat, and it's perfectly to cook it like that. All right, now we're gonna cover it. All right, and we're gonna allow it for it to cook for about 10 minutes or 7 more minutes, and then we're going to sweeten it with some sweet condensed milk and a few bits and pieces towards it. But it's to be honest with you, it's a fantastic recipe, and I would encourage you, if you want to try and make this at home, it's a beautiful recipe for you guys to try. All right, beautiful recipes which will make a difference in the kitchen at home. All right, yeah, fantastic and an amazing recipe. So I got my spices them right here, which I'm going to be using. As you can see, here it is. And And that looking good. Give it another stir. Yeah, that looking amazing. That is a fantastic recipe. So if you're at home right now and you feel like you want to make something different, this will go really well in the kitchen in a beautiful evening. If you're at home chilling and said to yourself you want to just make something really delicious, then some green plantain porridge, sometimes you can make at home. You know what I mean? If you're tired of certain kind of food, trust me, this will work out really, really well for you guys. 1,000,000%. All right, fantastic one. All right, thank every one of you guys who are watching so far. Appreciate the love, man. Yeah, so at the moment it's just boiling. So you just want to leave that for it to cook for a few minutes. Don't burn up your pot though. All right, you don't want your pot to burn up, man. Yeah. As I can see, it's cooking perfectly, and that's exactly what you need. And that is so beautiful. So I'm just making it cooking perfectly, but not on a high heat, just on a medium size heat. And that's the way I'm cooking it at the moment. Trust me guys, it's gonna be fantastic. You will see when I finish with it. Let's take a look. Wow. So you see? Yeah. And that's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Amazing. That's what they call a real authentic green plantain porridge with a little bit of oats in it. So beautiful. All right. And it's not something where you're going to take like for months and days to cook. It's going to be easy to cook. You know what I mean? Very, very easy to cook. If you're at home and you feel like you want to do something simple in the evening, then this really come in really handy for you. So what we want to do, we want to jump into it and give it a little bit of sweeten and a little bit of flavor to it. All right, as you can see, let's turn on its cooker a little bit to 5. So it's just cooking a little bit slow, not too high on a high temperature. But as you can see, guys, that is marvelous, as you can see for yourself. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to go in it with some mixed spice. All right, that's the mixed spice. All right, and then we're going to go into it with some Jamaican nutmeg, as you guys can see. All right, and then we're going to go into it with some cinnamon. I just want you guys to see what's going on. And then we're gonna go into it with some vanilla. For about a large tablespoon. Some salt. And then we're just gonna whisk it a little bit, get that flavor and everything inside of it with the spices and everything. All right, but as trust me, as you can see it for yourself, that is that's not a normal cooking with Chef Ricardo, guys. This is something where I know you guys will definitely enjoy. All right, and to be honest with you, 100%, you guys will love this. All right, so as you can see it for yourself, beautiful porridge recipe from Chef Ricardo Cooking. All right, green plantain porridge, beautiful and nice. Look at that, look at the spices and everything inside of it. That is what I'm talking about. Now what we're gonna do, all right, I'm gonna honestly tell you what I'm gonna do with it just now. I'm going to get some sweet condensed milk. But we're not going to be using too much sweet condensed milk. We're just going to be using a little bit of sweet condensed milk. Roughly about 3 tablespoons of sweet condensed milk. We don't want it too sweet. Alright. Give that a mix. Get that beautiful color. Creamish looking color. Trust me, it's amazing. All right, once you whisk it up like that, then what you want to do, all right, you just want to make sure you taste it to see if you have the right flavor to it. All right, taste it. You know what, guys, to be honest with you, my name is Chef Ricardo, but I don't know why. But that's it right there. You don't need nothing else, guys, to be honest with you. Not too sweet, not too salty. It's just perfectly enough for you. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that, fantastic and amazing. Make it just boil up for a few minutes. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what Chef Ricardo talking about. All right, amazing. The flavor, the texture, everything is delicious. All right, so yeah, please tell a friend, and a friend tell a friend. As you can see, this is what you can do sometime every time you have to eat certain kind of food. You can drink a nice lovely bowl of porridge like this. This is amazing. Wow. Now, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Sunday vibe style, you know? Yeah. So if you like the Sunday vibe style, you know what I mean, please tell a friend and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Alright, so we're just gonna make this boil up a few more minutes. As you can see it for yourself, it's boiling up. And that looking amazing and fantastic. Okay, we're just gonna simply turn off the cooker and allow it for it to boil. Alright, let's shear it up. That's perfect, guys. One more stir. and we are good to go. We're just gonna shear it up now. All right, yeah, that's looking good and fantastic. All right, so right over there, so this is what's gonna happen. That is amazing. Look at that. Yes, guys, that looking good. To be honest with you, you know, looking fantastic. I don't know if you guys can see what's going on, but cinnamon. This is what I'm looking for. All right, cinnamon, and all right, we're just gonna simply put a little bit of cinnamon on top of it like that, and that is fantastic. You know what happened? If you like, trust me. Also, you can put some crackers on top of it like that. That is fantastic, guys. Enjoy the recipe. I'm telling you, this is amazing. All right, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned with Chef Ricardo Cooking. All right, guys, I will definitely give you some more ideas and more recipe like this, 1,000,000%. But look at that. All right, thank you for watching. Stay tuned and have a lovely Sunday evening, guys, and I'll see you next time in the kitchen with more recipe from Chef Ricardo. See you next time. Bye bye. Yeah, I hit that. Fantastic and amazing. As you can see for yourself, that's the full episode of it right there. All right, if you like to see Jamaican recipe, that's one right there. Stay tuned for more tips and ideas.